Hey everybody, welcome back. This is not going to be a review. This is going to be just personal thoughts that I have about this season of Ready to Love and Own the network and Will Packer and Tommy and all of them. And it has to do with the Simone, Winter, Joy, and Jay thing. And that made me think that it was some bullshit going on with production, with the Own network. Because the thing is, though, in this reunion, what came out was how much Jay did have a connection with Simone and Winter, not just Joy. But when you watched it on TV, you didn't see that. All you saw was Jay and Joy forming this couple and these other two women trying to get in the middle of it. That's how it was presented to us as a show. It made Simone look like she was this crazy lady going on a rant about this dude and made Winter look like some kind of lovesick dog wishing Jay would pet her to make her feel happy. And that wasn't the case at all. Jay was encouraging this behavior. He was talking to Simone. He was leading Winter on. But they didn't show that. They didn't show that. They edited it to the point where Jay looked like he was just this great, wonderful guy who all these women wanted, and these women were all kind of thrown off, lovesick, or something like that, and that wasn't the case at all. If Jay wasn't leading them on, I don't think they would have gave a fuck about Jay. But he was pretty much trying to be a player. He was lying to all three of them, because Joy was like, I didn't know about any of this. And Winter was like, I didn't know about any of this. But I think the only reason we saw those scenes is because of Simone. Because Simone was determined to talk about it. Jay was telling me things in private that y'all recorded on the camera that you didn't show. And it made me look a certain way. And she didn't like it. She was going to bring it up. There was no way of getting around it. So she kind of forced production's hand to show that, yeah, Jay was talking to her. He was telling her she was his number one. He was telling her he was going all in. He was telling her this. They had no choice. With Winter, it was the same way. Jay is saying this stuff to me. I'm not crazy. I'm not just all in. He is telling me I'm number one. He is telling me he wants me. He is telling me he wants to see me. He is telling me he dreams of me. I'm not fucking just making this shit up. Why would production ignore all of that? They went above and beyond to make Jay look good and make those women look bad. And that's not right. That's not right at all. And that's a goddamn problem, really. That really is a problem, because if you look back and you think back on the show, none of the guys, Brian probably the only one, he's probably the only guy that was edited to look bad. But pretty much all the women were shown in negative lights, except Joy. And the only reason I think Joy got a pass was because her sister died and they didn't want to be seen trying to edit her into a negative light. But if you look at it, all those dudes, every single one of them, was all shown pretty positively. They were all shown like people of strength, character, whatever. And it was shown, the women were all shown so bad. You can't name a woman on that show that came across not with some kind of story about her or some kind of way. Like, Denise was a psycho. She might be. She probably is. But I feel dirty defending Denise. But you can see how she is with California and Anthony. That she's not how they showed her in the show. Even with Shay, she was drunk all the time. I get it. But I don't think she was a bad person. They showed one clip of her acting a jackass. And that's all people knew of her. So, with Naya, they show how well Chris treated her, how good he was to her, and then how she just didn't care and how she responded, how she reacted. I don't think that was good. It was like they went out of their way from everybody to show them in some kind of way, in some kind of light, and they shouldn't have done that. They should not have done that at all. And I'm certain it was deliberate and it was intentional, and they should be called out for that because they shouldn't have done that in any way, shape, or form. They, because it's downright, it's just pure sexist. It really is. There was no reason Jay should have been edited in a positive light. There is no excuse for that. There's no reason for that. He should not have been edited to look like a good guy at all, because he wasn't. And the only reason I can't think of a reason why. And now here at the end, it all comes out that he's not that good guy. But it's not that, oh, he revealed himself once the camera was off. He showed it when the camera was on. You just didn't show us. That's bullshit. And Owen and Will Packer and Tommy, they should have known. They should have done that. It was fucked up and it was wrong. You can't think of a woman on that show if they didn't show bad. But the dudes, they were all shown to be just great guys. And they weren't fucking great guys. And that's unacceptable. It just is. And it's wrong. And they shouldn't have done that. It was just fucked up. And I'm glad that it came out in the reunion, but they should have done that it was just, if you think about it, I mean, that's what happened to me. As I was sitting here going through it in my head, and I was like, why was Jay portrayed as a good guy this whole series? There was no reason for that, because he's not. Bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. And I apologize on behalf of men. You can call me a bitch. You can call me like I'm fucking pussy whipped or whatever the fuck. That was wrong. There was no way it should have been edited like that. They made them women look crazy. And it was unjustified. And he was the one making them crazy. Show him. That's all I wanted to say. I had to get that off my chest because it was fucking wrong. It was fucking wrong. And if you sit there and you look at it, they did that to all them women. All of them. They showed them at their worst moments. They showed them when they was hurt. They showed them when they was embarrassed. They showed them when they was looking stupid. They showed Adriana as some giggling, bobble-headed buffoon child. And that's probably not how she is. But that's how they showed her. It's like they refused to show the women in a positive light. Unless it was something the men made them do that was positive. They couldn't just be good women on their own. Except for Joy. And I'm thinking the only reason she got that edited is because her sister died. If that wasn't the case, they did the same shit to her. That's all I got to say, man. That's all I got to say. If you don't feel the same, I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel. Just looking at it, that's how I feel. See y'all next time, man.